No signs means maximum confusion, but the rule still exists and you are expected to know it. In this video, I will explain how to handle unmarked intersections in Germany, where there are no signs, no signals and no clear road markings. With this video, you will learn which rule applies at an unmarked intersections, how to identify priority and how to avoid hesitations when driving at an unmarked intersections in Germany. Because these situations are very common in real driving example. Mostly you will find unmarked intersections in residential areas or in 30 zone. Now let's talk about what the core rule says. So here core rule simply says that if unmarked intersection, if there are no sign present, if no traffic light are present, and lastly if no traffic signals are present, we have to use the right before left rule. This means that if there is a vehicle coming from the right hand lane, he will be having the first priority. Now let's look at this simple unmarked intersection. So here we can see that there are two vehicles coming to an intersection. There is this red color vehicle and then there is a second which is yellow color vehicle. Now they are approaching to an unmarked intersection. So now here in this case the red color vehicle wants to go straight and additionally the yellow color vehicle also want to go straight. So now here we might be having a question, who will be having the first priority and who will cross the intersection first. So before that, firstly, we need to confirm whether we are driving at unmarked intersection or not. So to confirm that, firstly we need to check if there are any road markings. Then we have to check if there are no traffic sign. And lastly, if there are no traffic lights, in that case we have to use the right before left rule. So this rule simply says that if there is a vehicle coming from the right hand lane, he will be having the first priority. So as in our example, the yellow color vehicle is coming from the right hand lane to the red color vehicle. This means that the yellow color vehicle will have the first priority and then the red color will have the second priority. And here we will be using the right before left rule, which means that the yellow color vehicle will cross the intersection first, and as soon as he crosses the intersection, the red color vehicle will cross the intersection second. So this is how we have to use the right before left rule at an unmarked intersections in Germany. So now let's talk about when this rule does not apply. So this rule does not apply if you see any priority road sign, then if you see any stop sign, or if you see a give way signs, and lastly if you see any traffic lights. These always override right before left rule. Now let's talk about some of the common exam mistakes. So here are some of the common exam mistakes. First, relying on eye contact instead of following the rules. Many new learners, instead of using the rules, they will rely on eye contact, which is completely wrong. This is the mistake what we need to avoid. Second, unnecessarily. So even though if they are coming from the right hand lane, so they will wait and they will stop unnecessarily and they will check who will be having the priority. Third, giving way to the wrong vehicle. And lastly, not reducing speed while approaching. So always remember, if you are coming to an unmarked intersection, always reduce your speed early so that you can check the surrounding and you can follow the rule correctly. In unmarked intersections, early observation is key. So now let's talk about the correct thinking process. So whenever you are coming to an intersection, think in this order. Firstly, we have to check for the signboards. Second, we have to check if there is any priority road. Third, we need to check if there are any traffic light present, and if none of them apply, we have to use the right before left rule. This sequence keeps your decision correct every time. I have also recorded a practical driving video where we approach and handle unmarked intersections in real driving conditions. I have recorded this video in 30 zone in Bochum. where I have talked about how to handle such unmarked intersections in real driving scenario. That video will help you to apply and understand how this rule we can use confidently in real road situation. That's it from this video. Now you clearly understand how to handle unmarked intersections in Germany.